guys, welcome to the YC Summer Show, episode number 2. I'm your host, Ryan. Today on the show, we got all kinds of great stuff. We're kicking up the summer fun, a couple levels. We got cooking fails, we got candy that tastes terrible, we got kayaks, we got little puppies. It's gonna be amazing. We're really glad that you're joining us. Thanks for hanging out. Make sure and hit the subscribe button so you don't forget about the show. And make sure to text somebody, DM somebody, let them know to come hang out with us, watch the show, and let us know what your favorite parts are and what you want to see. All right, well, I don't know if quarantine has done the same thing to you as it has to me, but it seems like I'm more hungry, you just need food, you need snacks. And so we thought we would help you learn how to make some delicious treats on a segment we're calling Cooking with Caitlin.
Hey guys, welcome to Cooking with Caitlin. And today we are actually going to be decorating a cake. So as you can see, I've already made a cake and dropped half of it, mushed it back together, and we're gonna work with it. It's gonna be great. I already know it's not gonna look anything like this, guys, but I'm trying. So it's
Look
just
at that.
like that.
Perfect.
But it'll have cactuses on it. That's
Great.
really what we're going for.
We love that.
The cake mix I bought said you should be able to get two things of cake out of it, and I got one, and so I tried cutting it in half and then it broke. We're gonna go ahead and icing it. I've already made my icings. It's just a buttercream, and yeah, we're gonna try to icing it, and it might fall apart, and that's okay. We're just going to laugh and cry through it. I watched some bakers, some professionals do it, and I'm not doing it anything like them. Yeah, I really thought I had one of those turning tables. Turns out I do not.
Have you ever piped decor on a cake before?
No.
Okay.
Now we are going to put some of this icing, this green icing, fun color, into the piping bag.
Okay.
And,
Oh, yes.
we're doing good. And then we just gotta. Yep.
You're like a professional. Look at your little... I usually just use a Ziploc bag and cut the corner off.
Okay, so now for our first little dollop. Please.
Yep. It sounds like... Okay. Oh, there we go.
Okay, there's one.
Are they going to be all over the cake? What's the vision?
You know what? I think I'm just going to go for this area over here because I just don't have a lot of icing. Now we're going to add some more color to this icing. I'm also just going to add a little more icing.
What color are we going for?
I think I kind of want to go for a darker green.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to use a little bit of blue and a little bit of purple because I saw somebody say that black will not work. Okay, so we mixed up a new color and I accidentally put
There was
my
a
finger-
casualty.
It's fine. We're fine. Coming for you bakers everywhere.
I like it. Look at those.
Okay.
It kind of looks like a watermelon.
You know what? I don't hate that. Okay, now I just mixed up a third color. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more blue
Okay.
because why not? Let's just see what happens. Not a bad color.
No.
Not
Very
mad about
Is it cactuses or cacti?
Cacti is the plural.
Got it. Okay. It looks like a bunch of succulents
Yes.
rather than tall cactuses.
Right.
Cacti? I cannot wait for the original against your...
They are not the same. I cannot emphasize enough how much these are not the same.
This looks great.
You know what? I'm not too mad about it. I'm not too happy with it, but I'm not too mad about it. Yeah. Okay, so here's the finished product.
Here's what we got.
So close.
You did great.
If anybody would like to try this at home and send me their attempt at how much better it's going to look, because I guarantee you it will, please do. I'd love to see your attempt at this interesting cake. As always, thanks for tuning in to Cooking with Caitlin. Love you guys, and we'll see you later.
Hey, way to go, Caitlin. That looked... it looked pretty mediocre. It looked probably better than I could do. I'll just say that. With the thing, you squirt the icing, I'm impressed. So way to go. It was awesome. It was amazing. Well, we love to have a lot of fun around here. And we want to keep the theme of eating weird things alive, okay? We're just going to keep rolling with that. So check out this next clip.
Hey guys, my name's David. We got Ryan and Shelby here. And a while back, I saw these things called zombie Skittles. Now, if you've never had them, it sounds weird, and it's because they are weird. Some of the Skittles in this taste like rotten zombie. I'm not sure how they know what a rotten zombie is, but apparently you can taste like rotten zombie. At the same time, there's a bunch of flavors that taste just fine. We thought it would be hilarious if you watch some of us try some of these out. Here we go. I'm gonna kind of dump these out here. We're just gonna go one by one. I'll go.
Oh yeah, no, you.
All right, ready? Here we go.
Right.
Ready?
Sure.
It's like an orange one. We're
Okay,
good. We're good. Yeah.
Wait, you go next.
Okay.
What if I was faking it? Not faking it. It's actually orange. I promise.
Stone cold.
All right, I'll do another one.
I feel like it's risky, but okay.
It's orange.
It's orange. Okay.
We're good.
Okay, we're good.
I like it. It's so excited. Okay, I'm gonna do this purple, which I feel
The fact that there's only one purple one
That's one of the-
makes me think it's
You're
gonna.
right,
But you picked it up. You now have to eat it.
What is it? Oh, it's not normal.
She's out.
Oh, it's not normal.
You actually.
I hate it when it moves so slow. Oh, that was not
All
normal.
right, here we go.
This is for later.
Got it right on. Oh, we're good. We're good. It's berry.
Guys, the taste lingers. Let me tell you.
Guys, orange. Oh no.
No, Ryan, at first you're hopeful.
Do I have to eat this?
Swallow it. I did.
Sock.
Tastes like a sock. How the heck do you know what a sock tastes like?
Ew.
That's really,
We might actually have first witness Ryan throwing up.
it's really garlicky. It's so
Really
weird.
garlic?
It has layers. It's like the layers
Oh,
of
man.
zombie.
All right, you're up, Shelby. Green.
Refreshing and limey.
All right, I'm going with
Man,
blue.
that was-
You are fearless.
No, it's like blueberry or something. I'm good.
All right.
This is great, guys.
I'm nervous now once I've experienced it.
You're trying to
I think my chances are pretty good if they've both gotten one.
I'm in blue.
When I dump them out, I rearrange it so that the bad ones I
It's
do.
working really well for David. We're good.
Okay, so I probably
That
can't.
is delightful. I want another
Can't
yummy
take- I'm
red
gonna-
one.
Oh yeah, we're good.
Oh guys.
I will probably throw up if I get one, guys.
I almost was there. All right, green apple. We're
Let's
it
try.
might,
The
it might
red
be
was
mine.
so good the first
No.
time.
Yeah.
What are the odds?
Right.
We'll find out. Odds are good.
Okay,
Good. Nice.
there's 2 green ones left. There's no way. We're good. We're good. What's up, guys? There's only one left. Not me.
Now,
Unscathed.
that's good. That's good.
Wow, there are
Last one.
so many to choose from, everyone.
No, pressure's on.
Amazing.
It's gonna end on a high note.
What if there were 3 in there and you got 1 and now you're gonna have 2 and I have 1?
It'd be awful.
No, it's not
We gotta be good. Okay. So, all right. Well,
Man.
I win. We're done. See you guys.
All right, well, I thought I'd get in on the fun and see what happens. No, it's good. Okay, it's good. It's fine. Everything can't be that bad. No, it tastes fine. It's good. We're going with a blue one. You ready? I'm scared. I'm so scared. I'm going with green. Fine. Tastes good. Wow. I'm serious. Maybe this one's defective. Maybe it doesn't have any bad ones. Tastes fine.
What the heck?
I've eaten like the whole pack. It's totally fine. It's a purple. Oh! No! Oh! Do I have to eat it? Is that the rules?
They ate it. They ate it. I don't know.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, it's worse than you think.
I'm swallowing it. Oh! Oh man!
It's worse than you think it's gonna be.
Why would anyone do that? Oh, it tastes like mold or something.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I need. All right, I got some M&Ms. Try to get rid of this terrible Skittle flavor. It tasted like the underneath of a toenail.
That one tastes a little weird. That didn't taste
Are you eating some now?
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
Come over here if you're gonna try it on this side of the camera. All right, we're gonna see if the
There's
rest.
no way. There's no way it's not bad.
We're gonna see if the rest of this pack of Skittles, if we can get a bad one for David, because he cheated, obviously. Here's what we're gonna do. Since David didn't have to eat one of the bad Skittles, we're just gonna have him just hang out over here while we do the rest of the show and see if we can eventually get him to eat one of the bad Skittles, because he needs to experience. He deserves it, right? A little bit, just a little bit.
Yes.
Even though we love him. Okay, great. All right. And then I can cut and go to video games.
This is wrong. How?
Oh, yeah.
Guys,
Right.
I
There
can't.
you go. Exactly.
Do you
It
need-
got stuck in my throat.
He took it well. He took it well.
It's really bad. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm done.
This is real life.
Wow.
This is reality television. This isn't.
Don't try this at home, kids. Or actually, if you do want to try it, we have like 600 packs of these zombie Skittles, so come on down. Okay, enough with the Skittles. I want to tell you about something really cool that's happening this summer. For the first time ever, we are trying out some online gaming leagues. It's through an app called Mission Control, and you'll be able to play on any platform, so PC or otherwise. And we hope you be a part of it. If you're a gamer, you love to play video games with friends, check it out. It'll be a fun recreational way for us to hang this summer, even though we can't be all together. So the details are all in the description below, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. All right, well, it's that time of the show when we want to bring you some good news and share some of your good news in a segment we call That's Good.
Hello, Youth Crossing, and welcome to the second episode of That's Good. This is where we have news to share. It can be big news, it can be little news, but it has to be good news. I'm your host, Angela, and I get to be the Youth Ministry Associate at Fenton. And with me today, I have my friend Ellie.
Hi, guys.
Ellie is a small group leader at the Chesterfield campus, and she's also just one of my most fun and encouraging friends. So I thought, who better to join me to share some good news with y'all?
Thanks, Ange. I'm excited to share some good news. And part of that good news is this puppy here.
So cute!
This is Millie. My family actually got her before COVID, so she's not a COVID puppy. But she always brings so much joy and happiness to our family. She loves to play the soccer ball.
That's good.
As far as Youth Crossing news goes, we have some great news. We started off our summer show last week, and we're so excited so many of you were able to join us. It was so much fun. It's a great way to just spend some lighthearted time together for the summer. Another great way to stay connected with us this summer is through our social media. So you can follow us, if you don't already, you can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and you can also sign up to receive texts from us. If you just text Youth Crossing, one word, to 48099. That's a really good way to get up to date on all the things happening on Youth Crossing, even as things are changing this summer.
Yeah, I like getting mine.
Yeah, for sure. And I think it's going to be good this summer because as things are opening up, we are really on the lookout for ways to hang out together in person. We're thinking things like, you know, a Nerf war with high school boys at Mid Rivers, or a hike with middle school girls from Fenton, or something like that, like campus-specific events that keep numbers small but are safe for us.
That's good.
We also heard some good news from you guys. At Chesterfield, one of our girls, Hannah, was able to start her wrestling practices again.
Awesome!
Like maybe not competing yet, but she can practice with some different guidelines.
That's good.
Lily from Chesterfield, who is able to horseback ride again.
Oh, that's
and
so
get
cool.
to do something that she loves, which is great.
That's good.
We also heard from Will at Fenton, and one of his good news from staying at home, that he's able to learn the guitar.
Oh, wow, Will, you're going to have to show us.
That's good.
If you're watching and you have good news, we want to hear from you. A really good way to share your good news is to just DM us on Facebook or Instagram. You can share what's happening that's good in your world. We would love to share it on our next show. That's all we have for today. Thanks for joining us. Be safe, have fun, and stay good.
Well, thanks, Ange and Ellie, for sharing some good news with us. I want to share one more piece of good news with you guys, which is that on June 19th and 20th, it's a Friday night and a Saturday morning, we want to invite you to something we're calling the Hope Wins Curbside Celebration. Now, this will be a church-wide thing where you'll get a chance to come to each of our campuses, and we've just got a whole celebration set up in the parking lot. Bunch of free stuff for you. We want to see you face to face. You'll get to drive through this thing, and along the way, there'll be a Youth Crossing stop, and we've got a free t-shirt for you. It looks like this. It'll be awesome, so make sure you stop by, pick up a free t-shirt, and say hey, you can find all the details at our website, thecrossing.church. All right, well, in this last segment, we want to jump into a conversation that I hope will help you just learn to grow closer to Jesus wherever you're at in a relationship with him. So let's listen in.
Hey guys, my name is Shelby. I am here with Gavin and Molly, and we are going to be talking a little bit about this thing called spiritual disciplines. And if you guys are like me, you maybe grew up around the church and you heard this term spiritual discipline, but you never actually knew what that meant. So would one of you guys just define what we mean when we say spiritual discipline?
It's kind of this idea of even like if you play sports or whatever, practice makes perfect. You discipline yourself to do things in a very in a specific way, because when you do things in a specific way, the right way, growth happens. And it's this idea that we have a relationship with God, and there are ways for us to be able to grow that relationship. Just like as friends or as family members, we can grow in our relationship with them. And we want it. It's us trying to draw closer to God and become more like Him and be more like His Son.
It allows you space to allow God to reveal to you where you need work. Mm-hmm. It gives you time to slow down each day and allows Him space to speak to you.
I feel like that word discipline kind of gets a negative connotation. Would you guys agree with that, do you think?
I think in a lot of ways, we look through the worldview of kind of like the lens of how we grew up. And I think sometimes when we look through that lens, back then, for me, the church was, instead of like being about like, what does it mean to have a relationship? What does it mean to grow in that relationship? It was more about don't and don't and don't. Don't do this, don't do this. And if you were disciplined, you didn't do certain things. And I think that's where we have this negative idea is that, as long as we don't do things, we'll have a good relationship with God. But that's completely backwards in my mind, where we don't do, like, when our faith is growing and we're disciplined and we want to, and we're pursuing Christ, like we'll naturally not want to stay away from some of those things, and we'll naturally grow away from those things because we'll be growing closer to Him, and it's hard to like want both. And we don't want to serve two masters. We don't want to do that. And so, yeah, I think it used to, but I think we need to change our focus on what a discipline really means.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. And as I was like just doing some research before I came here, I was realizing all of that. I'm like, growing up, it was very like, okay, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this, and you'll go to heaven.
But in reality, our faith is much more of a relationship. Like, you would text your best friend, you would schedule a coffee date with your friend group, you would invite people over to watch a movie, you would do all of these things to grow that relationship, and that really is the point of spiritual disciplines, is to grow that relationship with the Lord, which I think is really important. What are some of those spiritual disciplines that either you practice in your life or you have been discovering recently, or what are those ones you're like, this is a really cool way that I choose to grow my faith?
Yeah. The top two for me are journaling and gratitude. Mm-hmm. I love to journal. It's just a great way for me to write out all my thoughts. Looking for little things that you wouldn't necessarily believe are things to be thankful for from God, to help reshape your focus. And like a couple that I saw that I hadn't thought of were like celebrations, like having parties is a way. And I'm like, how? And like fellowship. Because to me, a spiritual discipline, I've always considered it you're alone. Like you're not with other people. You're not like you're doing it by yourself. And there were several on the list that would have you do them with other people. And I was like, oh, I wouldn't have even thought of those as disciplines.
I have found that it's okay to incorporate technology into being able to like still do a spiritual discipline. Mm-hmm. So like I do have like entries of journaling, but I type them out, and I can type for a long time, but writing, like, that's tough for me. So
I think too, just other spiritual disciplines I can think of, you know, taking a Sabbath rest. So taking a day where you're not busy doing other things and you just spend quality time with God. I think of daily Bible reading and journaling and responses to that, communion, and that discipline of coming with your church body, remembering the Lord's sacrifice, all these different ways. There's tons of ways to practice spiritual discipline. What advice would you give to someone who wants to begin to practice spiritual disciplines but isn't quite sure how to start doing that?
Yeah, I think understanding that we're all different and everyone's spiritual disciplines are going to be different. Like, you can't compare yourself to, like, I'm not comparing myself to Gavin and how he does his spiritual disciplines. Try out a few. Like, pick a few that sound fun to you or ones you think you could follow through on, and see how it goes. And if they don't go well, okay, great. Move on to different ones. Really what we're trying to get you to here is being in relationship and communion with God. And so however that needs to look for you, if you need to change it up consistently, if whatever that needs to be, just focus on spending time with God and how you can best develop that relationship.
For sure. Well, guys, thanks so much for having this conversation with me. Hopefully it was super helpful for all of you guys watching at home. If you have any questions about faith or what it means to be a Christian or how to follow God, please let us know. You can message us on social media. You can email us at youth@thecrossing.church and get in contact with us that way. But we love you guys, and we'll see you next week.
All right, well, thanks for listening into that conversation. I hope it was really helpful. And that kind of brings us to the end of our show. Like, our time's up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of it. But yeah, go click somewhere else. You know, we're done. We're closing it down. We're shutting it off. We quit the show. Show's done. Click away. Click away from the channel. No more chatting. The show's over. There's no more show to be had. Until next week. And we'll see you then. Okay.